Loop. Oh, it's on the loop. Yo. Hey. This is what I'm talking about. Hey. Because you know it's time to play. Go ahead, tell them what it is today. We back in this bit. And you know that this shit is all about that shit. And I just Yes, we back out this bit. And I just oh man, hold on, man. Let me start Instagram. Let me not leave IG out. Good morning, everybody. What's popping? You already know what it is. Go ahead, tell a friend. Don't do this alone. Quit keeping us a secret, bruh. You know who he is. It's the new Blurred Order. And we're here to chat with y'all today on some good old Blurred stuff. If you didn't know, Daredevil is back. Yes, Marvel Jesus, Matt Murdock is the devil in Hell's Kitchen, and he done came for redemption, and he is not playing around, and neither is Disney Plus. There's other things on the docket as well, so we will definitely be discussing those, such as Invincible. We know Invincible had another show that was crazy, and so we definitely going to check that one out as well. And, we all know there was a whole season finale to the one and only black-led Paradise. But up until we get to that point, bruh, we got to talk about the bull Matt Murdock. So I hope you ready. Get your seat strapped in. Tell a good friend, tell a whole bunch of friends that we finna go ahead and do what we came to do right now. So without further ado, there he is. Okay, I was trying to stall for Andrew. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get right on into it. Tell them who we is. All right, full disclosure, I'm uploading the video right now, and it's taking a little longer than expected, but I wanted to push the button on this video, and I was trying to stall it out. And it's processing. All right, here we go. Everything's coming. And so here is my new little thing I wanted to show y'all right quick. I hope you like it. Once it gets done processing, I'm going to hit the button. Oh, yeah, man. Yeah, process, man. Hey, here we go.
This is Thugnificent telling everybody to tune in to New Blurred Order, my nigga. The best podcast on the planet Earth, nigga. This is Thugnificent telling everybody to tune in to New Blurred Order, my nigga. The best podcast on the planet Earth, nigga.
To make sure y'all heard it, because I don't think y'all believe it, but it is what it is. You know what it is, bruh. It's your boy, the real Miss Taylor, coming in live and direct right here directly from the Black Panther cave. Hello. And we joined this morning by none other than the model. Yes, the homie was popping in one of her houses. We also got the movie blogger himself, Mr. Ant-Man. What's popping, man? And we're here to talk about all things nerd shit. But we're going to start off with a quick public service announcement, because things is tough out there right now. And I just want y'all to know that, we understand, we feel you, and here's a quick message.
Hi. I know it's terrible out there. Stressful. Feels like the whole world's against you. You don't have to pretend like it's all okay, because it's really not. Stay alive for Grand Theft Auto 6. They've been working on it for over a decade. Michael, Trevor, Franklin. Imagine how upset all the protagonists of Grand Theft Auto be if you die. I hope you're feeling strong and brave and loved. I know it's rough, but we'll get through it together. Hi. I know it's terrible out there.
Wanted to make sure we all kept it together, because GTA is on the way and everything gonna be okay. Well, you know what else ain't on the way no more? Good old Daredevil. Matt Murdock is back in effect, and it is not nothing to play with. I'm here to tell you firsthand myself. I myself was waiting for this for so long. I called Omar. I say, you seen this? He said, I seen the whole season. I say, well, damn, hold on. Let me just see the first 2 episodes first. He was like, you gonna love it. I was like, I better, because I've been waiting for this for a while. And you know what the first thought that I had when they said Daredevil was released again? Yes. I say, is it going to be as good as it was on Netflix? Because, on Netflix, they have blood, guts, broken bones, cussing, a little bit of sex. It was really good. It did not hold back. It was one of the best shows I've ever seen outside. I mean, just completely, just period. So I was nervous. And you know, one of the dopest parts about the show, in my opinion, was when they do those long ass fight scenes, those one single shot fight scenes. The first one where he was in the elevator, the second one where he got off the step, the first one he was in the hallway, second one he was in the elevator. And I had to see, was they going to do that again? And so we're going to go ahead and get into it. And I'm going to go ahead and start this off with a quick spoiler alert because we're going to spoil. So if you wasn't here to hear about what's happening on Daredevil, pull on back in a little bit because we finna get right on into it. And by the way, if you a nerd and you ain't seen it, it came out Monday. What the hell is wrong with you? You got time. Figure that out, all right? But anyway, bro. So yes, I was wondering if they was going to do that fight scene where it was long, like the hallway scene, where it was long, like the elevator scene. Boop, boop, where he gets tired in the middle of it and has to like, I'm like, oh, can Disney do it? It was the first fight scene on this bitch. It was the first fight scene, yes. It was the very first thing they did. It was like, oh no. Just in case you thought we wasn't coming correct, bitch. We coming first thing straight out the gate. First thing they're do, fly in through the window. Boop, 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 boop. Fight for like 10 minutes straight. You know what to do around like crazy. It's nuts. And they go straight for the heart. Yes. They go straight for the heart. They bring you back in. They say, oh yeah, we remember Daredevil. Remember all his friends. Remember he had Foggy. Remember he had the white girl. And everybody was walking around Hell's Kitchen. They were lawyers. Everyone was cool. Pop, 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 pop. Kill that shit. It's real out here in these streets.
Yeah. That first 10 minutes was rough.
Waiting, bro. First thing first. Popping off. Boom.
Rest in peace, Foggy. Rip Froggy, my dog.
We lost a Bash brother, but we gained a Daredevil, goddammit. Even though he ain't out yet, we got White Tiger in these streets, Bullseyes in these streets. Bro, it is a whole vibe right now. Yes. Mm-hmm. Would you do us the honors of giving us a breakdown of what's happened in these last couple shows? I am hoping to shed some light on what the Daredevil done did in these last few episodes. So you think you wouldn't mind doing that for your boy? Yes.
I got you. I'll give you little tidbits, but I won't kill it too much for those who didn't get to indulge just yet. Okay.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so, man, our devil-horned favorite blind lawyer is back in action. If you haven't seen it, you need to head your ass over to Disney. I did say Disney. And go check out Daredevil Reborn, because this show, right off the back, oh my God, we were swinging. Like, what happened? We lost a main character. We got to see them reunite, and then we lost Foggy. What the fuck? And Karen got to see his ass shot point blank. That bitch is gonna be haunted for that, like forever, forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn. Okay. And I'm sorry, but Froggy gets shot, and Daredevil is on the fucking roof, watching, screaming, just in the field. This was like, damn. That's how you lose your best friend. I'm not gonna lie. That was intense. But as we get more into it, we get to see, progression along the way. And obviously, Daredevil's hanging up his little horns. And he's trying to live a new and, respectable life as a lawyer. But of course, people and things pop up. And who doesn't love the best villain in the fucking world but Kingpin? Oh my God. I am so ready to see this man crush some skulls, put some fingers in some eyeballs, curb stomp people, just like with the car door. I'm so ready for this murderous villain to come back into my life. So thank you, Disney. I hope you do it justice. This show, literally, you get to see basically what happened from the time that we left off from Netflix, where Matt Murdock and the crew, they're growing and they're, you know, thriving in their new lives. They reunite and things go bad firsthand. And then we fast forward and we go into more of like what happens after this. After Foggy dies, after life changes, Karen moves out of New York City and she's like, goes to California instead because she can't even just be in the city anymore. And Matt Murdock is just kind of like trying to figure out what the fuck is going on with his life again. He is basically just like a ducky looking for his mom right now. He don't know what the fuck to do. And he's just trying to live his life as best as he can. And guess who pops into his world? Of course, knock, knock, knock. It's fucking Wilson Fisk. And guess what? Mr. Fisk has gone on a long hiatus to come back and run for mayor. I'm sorry, but how does a kingpin of a gangster organization think he's going to come back and be the mayor of New York City and clean up our streets? Well, as crazy as this sounds, he fucking does it. He gets to be mayor. Daredevil is like, this is some shit. I gotta get my fucking horns back. What the fuck? You don't know what to expect. So guess what? We have a cute little meet cute, you know, between the two anonymous best friends, and we find out that they're watching each other, and Wilson Fisk is no longer letting vigilantes run his streets anymore. So what does that mean for Daredevil and White Tiger and all of Bullseye and all the other vigilantes? We do get to meet a new villain. His name is White Tiger. He is a, I'm not 100% sure what the nationality is of this specific character, but he is of Spanish descent. And we're learning more about like how he got these powers, what he's been doing with them, and what's been kind of going on. Well, Matt, of course, gets entangled with White Tiger when, you know, doing the good Samaritan thing without your suit turns into a shitty death. Well, for some people, aka the New York City police. Imagine accidentally murdering a police in a sting gone bad that you didn't even fucking know about, and you were just trying to be the good guy. Well, White Tiger gets caught in the bullshit, and hey, enter Matt Murdock. I'm your new lawyer, even though you didn't ask for me. But I think what's going on is fucked up, so I want to help you because that's what I do. And he's like, wait a minute, are you fucking blind? How are you going to help me? Well, turns out Matt Murdock is very resourceful, and he finds out without his client telling him all of the details that he is White Tiger, and with his amulet, he does some crazy vigilante type stuff in the fucking stores. You know? So, because of this, Matt's like, dude, I'm trying to help you, but you ain't telling me all the things. Like, what's going on? Like, you know, you killed a police officer. Like, you're in Rikers. Like, you're getting your ass beat every day. You know what I'm saying? By cops and the prison, you know, other prisoners. How are you? What do you think was going to happen? You know what I'm saying? Well, I accidentally pushed a police officer. I didn't know a police officer. He was assaulting somebody. That's the story he told Matt. And Matt finds out the missing person that he saved, he's got to go figure out who the fuck he is and why he was so important. Well, of course, the police are corrupt. We got to beat the corruption in the city. So this show is definitely... It starts off crazy, and then we start getting into the depths of it. So I wouldn't say it's nothing short of spectacular already. It's already keeps me. I'm ready because this next turn of events, we find out that basically Wilson and his beloved Vanessa, they're not as happily matrimony as we all expected. And actually, Vanessa got her new man, and his name is Adam. And Kingpin promised not to kill his ass. So. I can't wait to see who the fuck Adam is because he took Kingpin's wife while he was on his hiatus. Yo, this must be a bad mamma jamma. I'm just saying, like, she went from, you know, drug Kingpin running an empire. And can we just talk about how his wife took his little baby empire into like a legit empire? Can we talk about this? She was like, honey, you came back to like she did some, oh man, I can't remember who the rapper was that gave his wife like a bunch of money, and then he came back and she turned it. I think it was like the game or something like that.
Oh, I don't know, baby.
I'm not sure. Anyway, but yo, she did some gangster shit, and she got this man basically all of the illegal and illicit businesses he was doing, she turned it into legit. So no one can say shit. And that's how he became the fucking mayor, which I'm not going to lie, that in itself is fucking genius. And I can't wait to unwind and find out what happens with him and Vanessa. But as we go into the second episode, we find out that they're starting to go to marriage counseling, which is even weirder because what? He's a fucking killer. What the talking about? I love my wife. I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm not gonna lie. Do you think Vanessa's gonna take his ass back? Do you think this is gonna work out? I'm rooting for the man. Is all I'm saying is, but I just hope I get to see him kill Adam. That's all. Like very violently. That's all. But that is that's gonna be my wrap up today on Daredevil. You have to go and watch it because this show, it's got so many layers that are good. Like finally Disney is giving us good TV again, and I think we should maybe do them a little service and like watch it because this is one of those series you don't want to be sleeping on. I'm telling you, if you wake up the next morning and you find out you didn't watch Daredevil, you're fucked.
Yo, that's what's up. We feel the same way about our show, by the way, so make sure you tune in. But yeah, man, that I think that definitely deserves the Yaz applause. I think we're caught up now. Oops. So yes, thank you, Yazzie. Applause. Come on, y'all. Make sure y'all give it up for Yazzie. She did the breakdown thing. You know what I'm saying? That ain't easy, man. Yazzie, start. You smart. You important. And she even hit on everything. A couple things I do want to point out, as we did notice in the comments. First of all, shout out to the comments. What's up, Darth? What's good, Mike? What's good, Nolly? Oh shit! What's up, Nolly? Hey, Nolly.
Hey, only Morale. I told you she'd pop in the comments. Yo, yeah. I'll let you girl.
I see you. Yes, it was crazy. And I see you, Serenity. I see you, Lisa, of course. I see you, everybody, Morale, everybody, YouTube, Twitter, everybody's on fire. Make sure y'all share it. Don't keep us a secret. Come on, we're trying to grow a little bit. We're trying to hit that 5,000 subscribers by the summer if possible. So help us out if you can. But yeah, man, it was so refreshing to see that not only was they willing to make sacrifices, right? Because we've had Foggy since day one. Foggy's a day one. You know what I'm saying? They were willing to go where Ant-Man wasn't willing to go. You know what I'm saying? They gave the show heart. They gave it purpose. Within the first 10, 15 minutes, we have a whole new perspective for this dude. This dude loses his two best friends within his first 10 minutes. I mean, one threw a bullet and one because she just wanted to leave town, I guess. And so we get a whole new cast, but the writers were smart enough to be like, we can't just have them just get a whole new Daredevil, do a time push, you know, and just kind of shift it down the line. Nah, we got to make sure we bring back the Netflix. Let the folks who love the original Daredevil that was on Netflix know that we remember. We know what you like. We going to bring it back. We not going to forget. And they brought it all back. They mentioned Punisher. You heard Kingpin was like, we don't need people with skulls on their chest. Or people dressed up as spiders or Daredevil, you know, and he mentions all these. He's like, the guy ain't there yelling, they get a freaking white tiger in his shit, and he's like, I didn't even have my amulet. It's like, what are you talking about? Like, I didn't do nothing. I didn't even have my amulet. I remember you were saying that to boy with
that shit. Like, he did. He was like, I didn't even have the amulet though. Like,
oh my god, yo, like I whew. It's been so long since a show on Disney Plus that was a Marvel show got me this lit on the first episode. And you know why I'm so geeked, Yaz? Because you know what this means?
What does this mean?
This means Luke Cage.
Okay.
This means Jessica Jones.
I'm excited for that. You know what kind of made me mad though about Iron this? You're not happy?
I don't know about Iron Fist. I know we'll see about Iron Fist.
I mean, who? Like, let's be serious. I just want to know from just comments. Let me ask you this: who the fuck likes Iron Fist? Like, I'm not. It's like a legit question. But like, why? Like, of all the characters we can bring, why? Like, for real though.
I don't know. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I like that in the last season of Iron Fist, they passed the fist on to what's her name? The name is escaping me right now. The girl that he was working.
I don't even know what girl you're talking about because that's how insignificant that series was.
The Asian chick. I hate to call her that because she's more than that. But whoever it is in the comments, please enlighten us. But yeah, they started.
You're a fan. Who did he pass the baton to?
Yeah, first one get a shout out. I don't. Colleen Wing. Wait, hold up. Is that her? That's her actor name or is that? No. Okay, yeah, that's her name in the show. So yeah, she started to become the Iron Fist. I like that narrative. Okay. I like that narrative. We're also supposed to be getting Nova, I think, sometime soon. So we need an Iron Fist. All right.
Ooh, okay.
And I don't mind them having it be Colleen Wing if that's what they're doing. I didn't even mind the villain, the dude that was in Doctor Who. I don't know y'all ain't Whovians, but the dude that played the Master. Excuse me, the Master in the last season of Doctor Who. So I'm loving what this means about the Disney Plus Marvel shows, because they've all been very, with the exception of WandaVision, which didn't get really violent but was very fascinating. They've all been very timid around the bone breaking, the blood spilling. You know, sure. Falcon and Winter Soldier did do a little bit of violence. It was heavy on the action, as D. Russo told us when he was on the show. Is the highest grossing action film TV show at the time that they had spent money on. So my whole thing is like, if Daredevil comes through, smacks everybody in the face, shows that you can have on-screen sex scenes, you can have bones breaking on scene, you can use the word fuck, you can use the word shit, and you don't lose subscribers. In fact, it may even raise the level of subscriptions, because frankly, who the fuck is subscribing for Disney Plus just to watch shit that they've seen before? Right now, Disney Plus is all old Star Wars, old Marvel, old National Geographic. Nothing is coming out on Disney Plus. No disrespect, I love Moon Girl, but they canceled it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this is hope for the Marvel Studios merger with Disney Plus, because as you and I have been talking about how we think that it'd be better for Disney to just let the Marvel shit go on Hulu, like like Monkey,
Hitmonkey. Yes. Oh my fucking god. Yes.
So it's like, all right, this is hope in so many different ways, and I can't wait to hear what Ant has to say when he finally watches it, because Ant's so busy being important and watching Severance and doing videos on Severance that he can't even do Daredevil.
Look at his face. Yo, but Severance is like a whole it's a whole thing though. Like it's so fucking layered and crazy, and just like it's serious though. Like that show is like, woo, I'm not gonna lie to you, Ant, I was slowly hating on it, you know, when I first started watching it.
Yeah, it's
only
trash.
Because it was like, I'm not gonna lie, don't watch that shit when you're tired. Just don't fucking do it. It's literally impossible. You will fall asleep, like not even trying hard. And like 2 episodes will go by and you wake up and be like, shit, I was sleeping. Oh man. like that's that show, like because of the pace of it, but it's layered, it's deep. It makes you think about a lot of different things, and like it's really good. So I see why you like that show so much. It's like your next you know show to jump from basically. So I think it works perfect. Vince is like,
yeah, see, his own computer don't want to hear about
you're on season 2 now.
His own computer
I think I'm pretty much caught up like on like so I can join Mondays now, because I'm officially caught up.
Nah, I can't.
Okay. Yeah, Severance it's a rough first season, but once you get into season 2, it starts cooking.
Hell yeah, it does.
Season 2 is better, but being better than trash is not necessarily I'm sorry. I just stopped talking about Severance.
Like that.
You know, I actually I love old boy on that show. The dude from the Marvels, the dude whose lips are always like this. I forget, old boy. He's like my favorite, man. I like him, man. But anyway, this ain't about them today. It's about Matt Murdock and the ass that he was kicking. So I want to hear from the comment section real quick before we move on to anything else. What was your opinions about Daredevil. What was your questions? What was your did you spot any Easter eggs that we may have missed out on? I like to think that there were Easter eggs in there. I tried to rewatch it. I didn't see or hear too many, but I did go back and rewatch the last episode of season 3 just to see how well it sunk up. And I was like, wow, it picks up right. You know, in season 3, I mean, it's him versus the police. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo. You know
it's like the police commissioner and the corruption. That's why it was so well how they tied everything together.
Exactly.
With like this taking over and him messing with the police. Yo, when him and that police commissioner, yo, they about to have some intermingling fucking war, and I cannot wait for this. But the only thing that kind of like I think a little I would say upset about was when they showed Bullseye. I was looking for Colin Farrell. I did not expect the actor that was there, and I was kind of like upset that it wasn't.
You were looking for Colin Farrell?
I was looking for fucking Colin Farrell with the circle on his fucking forehead. Yes, I was, and he wasn't fucking there.
Yes. No. What?
And we're gonna go back. If we're gonna go back, that's the OG shit.
So were you looking for Ben Affleck as Daredevil and Jen?
Fuck Ben Affleck. He's not even there.
Michael Clark Duncan.
Jim Garner. I mean, come on, man. Yeah, Michael Clark Duncan. You want Michael Clark Duncan? By the way,
but
underrated Kingpin. Underrated Kingpin, Michael. As far
as like people killing the villain gang right now, Kingpin, Colin Farrell, they're killing it. You know what I'm saying? Like he was Penguin. What do you mean, yo? That would have been so.
Of course, but you know what? Actually, now that I think about it,
it's not the same universe.
You know what? I could see that working in some universe, but I'm gonna keep it real. If Colin Farrell, oh man, you just made my brain explode.
I know, trust me. Like you have no idea. I was like, wow, this would be so fucking amazing if Colin Farrell, like if Disney could get Colin Farrell to fucking come back and just. Like,
I don't think so. I don't think I just came to a conclusion. That would be a mistake because it will remind people of how terrible the original Daredevil was, and I think they kind of want to sweep that one under the rug. I don't think they want to bring that back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I think
had him in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Who?
Not Colin Farrell though. They had that Bullseye. They had the one with the circles on his forehead.
Well, that's what I'm saying though. That's what I was. That's who I was looking for. Like Bullseye to us is the dude that has the little circles on his forehead that like be like shooting. You know what I'm saying? Like he be doing that weird stuff out of it. I don't know how he do it, but you know what I'm talking about. Like he obviously he shoots bullseyes. So like my thing is like I was looking for that type of character, not the character they gave us, because like the character they gave us, I'm not gonna lie, there's nothing really significant about him that ties him to Bullseye. You see what I'm saying?
Excuse me. Oh, okay, my bad. All right, I thought
the one that they did in this. That's what I'm saying. Like the new cast that they like the new actor. I have no connect like. What's connecting him for us being fans to him, the character? You see what I'm saying? There's no, other than his name, there's nothing. That's all I'm saying.
Well, there's nothing connecting us to him for right now, but he is now completely immersed with this story because he murdered Foggy. I gave the spoiler alerts, man. Fuck y'all, man. I gave that shit. So if you ain't know, you ain't know. So he hit Foggy up. But you're missing out on the key.
How did he go off the building and live?
I was about to say that. Like, the dude fell on his fucking face off of like
no. He was pushed.
And he's fine. He's fine. But he was standing up straight in court. Couple stars.
Angry.
That's not fascinating to you. There's what the fuck? Like, there's the Bullseye. I thought we knew Bullseye just to be a marksman. This dude feel like he got some sort of serum or some shit. You know what I'm saying? So there's some interest, there's some intrigue. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, damn, how about the fact that Daredevil just tried to kill a motherfucker? You know what I'm saying? Daredevil got mad as hell. Was like, why? It was like, it just threw the nigga. It was like, you know what I'm saying?
This was like Hercules.
Oh, yo, I'm in my shit. I'm sitting in my shit watching it like this. I'm like, I mean, that bitch like, oh shit, yo, this shit is so good. Like, I was like, yes. And then episode 2 was almost even better. Yo, the layers, bro.
I did miss on my recap that Murdoch got a new girlfriend, okay, and she like got that luscious hair and whatnot, and she's a therapist. I'm sorry, but she's Wilson Fisk's new therapist and Vanessa's new therapist. Their counselor. I can't wait to see how this unfolds. Oh my god.
Yeah, man, it's something crazy. I'm not necessarily. I know that we were going in a direction where we were Ty specifically. I'm sad he's not here, but I hope he's okay. I think Ty was starting to go in the direction of like, it's enough of having these complex villains, right? Like, oh, we feel sorry for the villain. But Fisk, in a way, is being written not as a villain. I mean, do you see that?
Yeah, but that's his stick, though. You know what I'm saying? Like something turns him in. You know what I'm saying? Like that's Kingpin, though. You know what I mean? Like he's not crazy until something makes him super crazy.
But Kingpin is the Penguin of New York. I mean, he literally is a convict. He served time. Yeah. Didn't just get convicted and have to like do community service. The nigga was in jail. You know what I'm saying? And now he's the mayor. And motherfuckers love it. I mean, as if it'd be possible to be convicted and to raise in a high rank to office. I mean, that would never happen in real life. But it's so fascinating that he's not just some ruthless fuck. The dude is being cheated on. His wife is fucking around on him, and she ain't even like, I'm sorry. He's like, just don't kill him. She wasn't like, oh, you know, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't have happen. She's like, bro,
don't kill him.
Don't kill. You know what I'm saying, bro? You know, and I mean, the way they do it is like at first you kind of like, oh, this bitch, but then you get into the therapy session, you start breaking it down, and she's like, he was gone. I was lonely. I missed him. I brought his businesses up to par. You know what I'm saying? Like she just started running down the whole list of shit that she's justifiably getting side dick.
Oh yeah.
like bitch, where the fuck you been? I done held down your business. You was in jail. You was in the hospital, and I'm just supposed to have no needs. You know what I mean? So I'm just saying, like, the layers, bro, the layers, and then on top of that, this new girlfriend we talking about, and her little fast ass, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like that.
Oh, hell, she fast. She left him at the doorway.
Walk away when you knew I was a lawyer. All of a sudden, it's key, hell. Yeah. All right. Now you sitting there and you fucking with the ops. You working with the ops right now. You know what I'm saying?
You know he's the ops.
Kingpin is the ops.
She don't know he's Matt's ops though. Like she knows that there's tension. She don't know why. Remember, she did ask about it. She says there's, some friction in this relationship. I sense a history. She did ask about it. He did say it's complicated. So I mean, there's, you know what I'm saying? But like, it's her job. She's a therapist. She can't just be like, sorry. No, I mean, technically, if she did in any kind of way deny them without giving certain reasons as to why, technically, legally, she could lose her license for that. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's you can't pick and choose when you're in that type of, you know what I'm saying? Like, and she just started dating. So it's not technically a personal conflict of interest. You see what I'm saying? Because she just started dating. She doesn't know the relationship between the two of them. And this conversation isn't even about Matt Murdock and Kingpin's relationship. It's about Vanessa and Wilson's relationship with each other and a lack thereof, basically, because he got messed up in his last fight. He said it. You saw the scars above his eyes and everything, he had to heal. So that took time. Well, Vanessa waited as long as she could, but due to the fact that her husband alienated himself because he thought that was what she was best for her, She did what she did what was best for herself, and that was to grow his empire, keep everything in line, keep the facade that they're happily married, and have a boyfriend on the side. Like, you have to think about these things. She still kept that facade up, not like, oh, I'm getting a divorce. You see what I'm saying? Like, she's like, oh, we're still happily like that's with the boyfriend. Like, that's some dedication.
Okay, now come on. It sounds like you trying to glorify adultery.
I'm not. I'm just saying, like, her reasoning.
Look, she was even nice enough to keep her.
No. I'm not saying nice enough. I'm saying she looked at the whole picture and was like, listen, I just turned his businesses from being illegal and being corrupt to completely like legit. So if she was to leave him, one, that doesn't look good for what he's trying to accomplish, and she knows what he's trying to accomplish. That's been his goal since day one, is he's been trying to clean up the streets of New York. That's Kingpin. You know what I'm saying? Like, as he breaks them down and builds them back up. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who he is. So Vanessa is just trying to be that piece and cog that Wilson needs her to be, so that once she knows what he needs and whatever, she can move out the picture as she seems fit, because she's already moving on, if you see that. Like, and he's trying to, that's what the therapy is. He's trying to hold the straws. He's grasping right now. He's like, I love my wife. I'm trying to save our marriage. I'm sorry, I love his voice.
He's gonna quit ranking on Kingpin. He's gonna pull up on
it. It kills me. I love it. Like, I wait for that. Like, that's the only monotone voice I look forward to. I'm not gonna lie.
I've been trying to find the picture. I can't find one, but I may be able to snap one of the video. But another thing that I wanted to ask about was, okay, you recall his girlfriend, right? The girlfriend that he has. The therapist, right? At one point in time, she was in a bookstore, right? And when she was in the bookstore, there was a dude in line that came up to her and asked her. He was like, "Are you taking any more clients? You know, or I really need some help." And she looked at him and was like, "Yeah, here, take my email." Who was that dude? Because me, in my mind, I'm thinking, based on the looks, based on his what appears to be potential psychotic nature or some sort of mental incapability, he's giving Cletus Cassidy energy. You know what I'm saying? I would love to think that they may be introducing a Cletus Cassidy through a Born Again Daredevil series. They're already dropping Spider-Man name. You already seen that.
Yeah, we did hear Spider-Man.
We got the Punisher was showing up in some of the clips as well.
And the tattoo. Did you see the tattoo on the police?
Huh? Who?
The police had the Punisher tattoo.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if that was a Punisher tattoo.
It was a Punisher tattoo. I paused it and went back.
It was a skull. But I don't know if it was
the same. I swear to God, it was the same fucking Punisher tattoo. It was like right here. I swear to God.
I saw the skull, but I just was hesitant to assign it to Punisher. But point taken. I definitely saw what you're talking about too. But yeah, man, I'm very interested. Maybe I can find. You know what? Maybe let me look on IMDb. Maybe they got his name under the joint. Let me see. But yeah, it gave Cletus Cassidy to me. I don't know, and I still. Yes, I know you disagree with me, I think, but I still thought that that as much as I love Woody Harrelson, I did not like his version of Cletus Cassidy. Too old, too hillbilly. Let me not say that. Just not necessarily, not necessarily my cup of tea for the, what you call it. So, but outside of that, you know what I'm saying? I thought that this could be it. Let me see. Daredevil.
See, look, the comments are like, it's Death Punisher tattoo. I knew it was. I was, I had to zoom in because the police had that shit. I was like, wait a minute. Did the 5-0 just have the Punisher tattoo on them?
I saw the skull, but I just can't believe, because Punisher is not a villain. Like, why would they be representing the Punisher? No, he's not a villain. I mean, he's perceived by some villains, but he punishes the people who don't get punished by the law. That's his whole shtick. Frank Castle's like, y'all killed my family and get away with it. That's not right. I will take care of it from now on. So I mean, Frank Castle a villain? Absolutely not. I wholeheartedly.
He's an anti-villain. I feel like
he's an anti-hero, maybe.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Anti-hero.
yeah.
But
maybe that's a good one.
He definitely got villain energy.
That's what I'm saying. Like he got villain energy. You can't. I don't.
Does he kill people?
Yeah, I was like, I don't consider.
Does he kill people Does he kill people
Black Adam
that have
kills
given
people? Black Adam kills people. You love Black Adam?
He's another villain.
He's an anti-hero. He just doesn't like Shazam.
No, he isn't. No,
he doesn't. Black Adam doesn't go around causing havoc.
He has a whole country.
He wants Shazam.
He's enslaved the whole country.
Thank you.
Okay, well, Wanda enslaved the whole neighborhood.
A town.
She's a villain too.
But okay,
did you see Doctor Strange? She's the villain. Like,
some people call Tony Stark a villain. I mean, you know what I'm saying? This motherfucker gave weapons to a whole bunch of countries.
You didn't see who did Captain America fight?
Damn, Vince had nothing to say after that. He was strong until you dropped that line, bro. Oh, that was great.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, he got it. All right. I stand corrected. But nah, I still don't think. I think that Punisher is akin to Venom, to where he's not really out for. Yes, Venom is not a villain. Just because he eats heads doesn't make him a villain. That's just how his skin eats.
He's a killer. They were literally born to kill.
Just because he murders people to stay alive doesn't make him a villain.
Is he breaking a law? So it's not illegal to eat
the law. The police are after Spider-Man sometimes. You know what I'm saying? Breaking the law sometimes. Look, Captain America was breaking the law when he didn't want to sign the Sokovia Accords.
That made him a criminal. Okay.
Damn. Anthony's breaking it down.
Being a criminal.
These are the right categories.
Being a criminal does not a villain make. You know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it 100,
Eating
man.
heads
Even Superman
and
kills
killing
Zod.
people makes you a villain.
I'm out. Heroes
Superman kills Zod, bro. Police got to kill people, bro. Some people got to die.
And who did Batman try to arrest?
Bunch of weed smokers down in Gotham Park, man.
He tried to fight Superman.
But Batman breaks the law too. Okay, yeah, you're right. He did try to. Yo, stop with the. Why you got all the points?
Yeah,
why you up here trying to make sense?
Just want to make sure we make sense this morning.
Nah, but yeah. Well, listen. I still say Punisher is akin to Venom. Yes, like villains. Yes. I don't take villains as people that just do bad things. I think
what do you mean? So you think because they have a justified reason, that doesn't make them a villain? Is that what you're trying to say?
Dexter kills people. That shit's illegal as fuck, but he's still
Dexter only kills bad people that have done bad things to bad people. First of all,
Edward in Twilight doesn't kill humans. He still eats beasts, and that, you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't deserve to die. You know what I'm saying? Like, why should he drink the blood of little Bambi? You know what I'm saying?
You eat Bambi, it's the same difference. What's the difference?
But I'm not in a movie, and
it doesn't matter.
You know what I'm saying?
You still eat Bambi. Right. We all do eat Bambi. They just eat the blood of the Bambi.
It's delicious. Bambi's good.
So I'm saying.
Thank you, Bambi. You and your mama. the villain's mutual. Let me see. Look, Spider-Man has killed multiple people. Some inadvertently, some advertently. He killed the Green Goblin in the comic. He killed them. They made it look like he didn't kill him in the movie, but he killed the Green Goblin, and he had to carry that with him, and he had to live knowing that he had killed them. Even though he ended up being revived, he still had to deal with the fact that he had killed somebody, which made him a villain.
He died the same way.
Why my dog Spider-Man did not just go turn himself in, say, I am a murderer, lock me up, because that's the right thing to do, because he is a hero, and he's supposed to do the right thing, and that is to continue trying to keep the city safe. And he know that he can't just go and say he murdered somebody and get off in court, because they gonna think, you probably be murdering people all the time and shit. Please.
Can I interject on this one? So the Green Goblin died by his own glider. How
in
the
movie.
Did Spider-Man kill him then?
In the
Because
comic
all
too.
the evidence shows he committed
In the comic
suicide.
too. Yes, it did.
That's all I gotta say.
It did.
I just said that. I said that in the movie he did that like that, but it didn't happen like that in the comic. They cleaned it up.
And in the comic, except he got hit in the back.
He still died by his own hand. It's technically suicide or homicide because he did it to his damn self.
No.
Spider-Man just jumped out of the way. It's not his fault he got them fucking cat-like reflexes and shit, okay?
It maybe not his fault, but my point is Spider-Man has killed people. In the comic book, he done killed people. He killed the Jackal inadvertently. The Jackal ended up putting a program in Mary Jane's mind so that when he got killed, he would have to kill the first in Peter Parker's mind, so that if he got killed, the very first person that killed him would have to do would be kill the person closest to them, and Peter Parker had to hunt down Mary Jane. He killed people before. This is not up for debate. Peter Parker has killed people.
He did
I'm just saying, like, that'll make him a villain,
right?
Huh?
He did kill the guy who killed Uncle Ben, didn't he? So technically, he
didn't kill him. He didn't kill him. He hurt him. He didn't kill him though.
Okay.
Yeah, he pushed him off. You talking about in the movie? He pushed him off the ledge, but he didn't die.
He killed him.
Did he die?
He died. Rest in peace.
He didn't really die. He didn't really push him though.
When you fall from a four-story building through the window, and you ain't got no
Spider-Man always kill people. It always be like, oops, you know what I'm saying? Oops, oh shit, my bad. You fell on a spike after I scared you out a window. You know what I'm saying? Like, anyway, point being, look, some heroes do villainous shit, you know, and that's what makes them heroes. They willing to go there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, vigilantism is elite. You're not supposed to be a vigilante. By definition. So
like Wolverine would be in that.
Huh?
Is Wolverine a villain?
Yeah, I mean, like, so Wolverine would technically be in that then, because, like, you know, he's a hero that does some bad shit, and we love that bad shit. I'm just saying, like, let's be serious.
Is he the villain?
No, go ahead.
What
is he the villain that you root for?
Fuck yeah!
I don't see any version of Wolverine that's a villain though. Like, he fights,
he kills people.
Thank you. He just be chopping people.
He kills
up.
people that are trying to kill mutants.
First off,
he doesn't just go out and randomly kill people.
It just depends how drunk he is.
Thank you. I was just
he's out here
excited, bro.
Cutting off limbs, cutting off fingers, just because he's got a short temper.
Arms and legs and shit. What the fuck you mean?
Are you trying to tell me?
You made a short joke. You disrespected a woman in front of him. You disrespected a woman in front of him. Yo, you losing a finger, you losing a toe, you losing something. Something's got. You're not going home with 10 fingers, 10 toes. Nah, man. Wolverine is an asshole. He's just the asshole that you root for.
Yeah, you really think so?
100p.
Ain't nothing wrong with that. I don't think you got to accept it for what it is.
It's like Daredevil. I mean, we love him, but he's an asshole. Like,
but an asshole does not a villain make. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because one is an asshole doesn't necessarily mean that they are a villain. I mean, what are your terms and conditions for defining somebody as a villain?
Intentionally hurting or killing people. Yes.
Right.
Like Dexter?
Innocent people, like not innocent, and you know what I'm saying, people in general. You know what I mean?
If you intentionally try to hurt or kill people, you are a villain.
100%.
So Punisher, Nick Fury, Amanda Waller,
Nick Fury.
Another good one, Harmony.
Nick Fury commands armies that kill.
He doesn't intentionally. He's a defensive. He does it out of defense.
You remember?
No.
Do you remember a whole country going up into the air?
That was Ultron.
Because the orders were from Nick Fury to stop it, and it came crushing down. And they held that. The Avengers were the ones that were held accountable for that. Remember? And the head of the Avengers at the time was Nick Fury.
So when somebody was trying to kill him, what he did out of self-defense.
But they die. If you die, According to your rule, you a villain. If you kill people,
I said if you
you
intentionally,
didn't have any conditions on it.
I know he's not listening to our clauses here.
I'm trying, man. It ain't, you know what I'm saying? Anthony Hart, he a good lawyer, boy. Yeah, hey, thank you, Harmony. Somebody chime in, bro. Pull up, man. Killmonger. Wait a minute.
Yeah, okay, so Mr. Freeze is also on that list because that motherfucker didn't care who he had to kill to make sure he got the crystals and shit that he needed to save his wife and bring his wife back from that damn disease she had. So yes, I'm sorry, but listen, Nick Fury
Amanda
is on
Waller
that
is
list.
a mother.
Yeah, Amanda Waller is also on that list because we already know
she's a mother,
that bitch is crazy.
She got kids.
Yeah.
She's got to do what she got. She got to feed her family, bruh.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. All right. Mr. Freeze has no, other than the loyalty to his wife, he has no real attributes that are heroic. It's all about simply trying to save his wife. Heroes are trying to save the greater good.
That's a beautiful love story.
Daredevil. Is this Daredevil or Daredevil is a villain by that standard? Okay, because he did try to kill some motherfuckers, right? Okay, Killmonger.
He's towing the line.
Yeah.
Here's where the brilliance of Ryan Coogler comes into play. Ryan Coogler made a character that was so dope that he had to do some fucked up shit with the character to make people to have a reason for him to not be liked. Like Killmonger was such a dope ass character when he's sitting there looking in the museum and oh yeah, don't worry, we're just gonna steal it the same way your people sold everything that came from our land. You know what I'm saying? Like when he popping up and he's saying all of this Haj Malik Shabazz shit, you just like, yeah, I know that dude. I went to school with that dude. But then he go off and kill his girl. It was when he killed his girl for no reason. And he was like, I'm sorry. And he was like, it's gonna be all right. Now you a villain. Like, yeah, now like, oh shit. You know, you almost can't even fault Killmonger for wanting to get back at T'Challa because they did kill his dad. You know what I'm saying? Let's not pretend like T'Chaka didn't just walk up into his house and kill his dad. You know what I'm saying? So the anger, the rage, all of that shit was justified. But when he killed that girl, it was like, bro, come on, bro.
Can we talk about how, like, you know, the whole country was like, we shouldn't do this, and he was like, yeah, fuck it, we gonna do it anyway. Launch the shit. Fuck you, auntie.
Fuck you, auntie.
I like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I have mad respect for the man, like mad fucking respect. But I was like, yo, don't catch him on D Block, cause that motherfucker, yeah, he will get your ass. Like, you ain't gonna make it till tomorrow's breakfast. Is all I'm saying. Like,
all right. Well, listen, I'm tuned in. I'm locked and loaded, ready for Deadpool, and I want to see even more. But since we happen to be on the subject of Black Panther, for whatever reason that may be, I was wondering you guys' opinion on this right here, which I don't really know how to feel about this right now, frankly. So evidently, there was an Okoye show that was scheduled to be, I guess, filmed, but it has officially been canceled. And here's what the quote on the actual page says. It says, Brad Winderdam has confirmed that the Disney Plus Okoye series is canceled. For those listening on Spotify, iHeartMedia, as well as Pandora and everywhere where you get your your podcast. Oh, and Apple Podcasts too. I think fans of Okoye are going to be excited to see her come back, but I don't think it's going to be in a television show. I can't say where and when. I think there's a lot to look forward to. Is this a hit or miss, guys? Did they miss an opportunity here to bring Okoye to the forefront and give her a decent series that people would be interested in? You think so, Yas?
Yeah, because if you really think about it, the Dora Milaje, like, their story is incredible, and it's also it's off of history, like it's based off of history. So like, why aren't we telling the story? Why aren't we like exploiting this like we do with fucking Lion King and fucking, you know what I'm saying, The Little Mermaid, and I'm sorry, but we're getting another fucking Snow White movie. Why? Like, I'd rather watch this shit than fucking Snow White. Like, no, like the fucking 7 doors don't even look real, but this shit I would pull the fuck up to, because those suits that they had in Black Panther 2 when they went underwater, can we fucking talk about the technology that this world has that we know nothing about, other than the fact that vibranium can literally is like the strongest element that can make anything. Like, I'm sorry, I want to learn about that shit. I want to know why this country has thrived being secluded, and like, you know what I'm saying, the reasons for that, why Okoye and how like she got to be such a badass. All of those women that are in the Dora Milaje are fucking warriors. Like, I want to know how they became warriors. You don't just start off that shit that way coming out the womb. Like, I'd like to see their rise to that. Wakanda is a whole vibe and a whole country. We are not exploiting. Why? Like, please tell me why. Like, I want one fucking decent answer why we have not dived into this shit. But yet we got like another fucking Spider-Man and a fucking, like, you know what I'm saying?
All right, now calm down.
What's going on in Disney that we're not learning from? I'm sorry, but like, this movie twice hit box office numbers. Why the fuck are we not exploiting these fucking characters that people love and cosplay? Let's be serious.
You know why.
I do know why. And we as the consumers, we need to have them open their eyes. That means, like, you know, we need to boycott certain things. We need to band together, because these projects are going to keep getting thrown out for more Spider-Man and more.
Okay. Well, you know what I'm saying? Why you keep bringing up Spider-Man?
Because Spider-Man, I love Spider-Man. Don't get me wrong, Vince, but I'm sorry. How many fucking versions of Spider-Man do we have? Like, if you go to Disney right now with kids and different stuff, you see what I'm saying? It's so much. Like, they got so. I know you love him. I'm not trying to like. I'm not trying to put him down or something. I'm just saying. Think about it.
I mean, he's taking shots right now for no reason.
Spider-Man has just as much hype as fucking Batman. Why? Like, we don't have other fucking characters. We need to It's kind of crazy.
Because he's the most popular character.
I get your anger. So, but she's making a good point in that Marvel's not pushing Black Panther and Wakanda as much as they're pushing Spider-Man, even though Black Panther and Wakanda makes as much, if not more money than Spider-Man does. So it's like, well, what do you got to do to get them to make more projects based off of this character? You're spending money at the box office. You're watching the show on Disney Plus when their characters appear. You're going online and petitioning for it. What do you need to do to make them interested and invested in putting out more characters or more projects in this world? Now, I get really disappointed because I know where they could have taken inspiration from for that story of Okoye. Like Yaz is asking, like, where do the Dora Milaje come from? There's a whole comic arc that was written by Ta-Nehisi Coates. Like, he actually wrote a comic book, which was wild. He wrote Black Panther for a while, and he wrote this other story called Midnight Angels, which is just those Dora Milaje in that kind of armor. And in that story, they explain how they recruit the Dora Milaje. Where do they come from? How does the whole process work? Like, did you know that technically they're all engaged to T'Challa?
Oh,
I didn't know that. Why didn't I know that?
Technically, or the Dora Milaje are supposed to be the fiancés of the Black Panther or the King.
Are they his concubine? Is that what you're trying to tell me?
Well, I don't know if he ever consummates, if T'Challa personally ever consummates with his Dora Milaje, but that is they're supposed to be fully committed to his guard. They're his personal guard, technically.
Gotcha. Interesting. But in the story, we know that Okoye is with.
In the Midnight Angels, the story is about 2 of the Dora Milaje that go AWOL. They decide to go rogue, and there's a whole reason to justify why they do it. It's based off of the politics of Wakanda, but they go rogue, and they have this whole relationship with each other, and then they start plotting revenge against Wakanda. So, like, I was hoping they would take some inspiration or take some elements and bring it into that, because that would have been cool to see. That would have been cool to see.
So you think he should get into? Do you think Marvel should get into the harem?
You know, you have a Black Panther picture on your background.
Of course, I focus with Black Panther. I'm not trying. Listen, it's just not about whether or not Black Panther should get the notoriety that I think that we all want. It's that it doesn't have to come at the behest of Spider-Man's notoriety. I mean, damn, like, you know,
well, Spider-Man's catching straight. Spider-Man's getting pushed even though he makes less money. So he's just like the poster child. Like if this was wrestling, this would be like he's the John Cena. He's the face of the company, so he's the one who dictates the shots.
I just want to just really quick. Although that may be true, I would like to at least provide a little bit of context. When the original Spider-Man came out back in 2001 in May, it broke records as well. It was one of the first Marvel movies to hit about 2.2, which seems tiny right now, $1 million in the box office. And that was a big deal. Yes, Black Panther has done the same, and broke all the records. I mean, even considering Avengers and all of that. But Spider-Man laid the foundation for all of that. And I'm not trying to say that if it wasn't for Spider-Man, there would be no Black Panther, although I could say that, but it's not true. Because we know Stan Lee started the story back with 1962, and we don't have to get into the politics of it. But I just feel like Black Panther, and we're not even really talking about Black Panther, because that's the cool thing about Yaz's argument. Is just not, she's not even talking about Black, she's just talking about Wakanda. She's talking about the Dora Milaje.
The country. Like, we don't know anything about the country. We don't know anything about the people or where they came from, how, you know what I'm saying? Like their culture, nothing. All we know is that they live in this beautiful country that has massive technology that nobody in the world has. We know that they have super security. They have badass women that are fighters. I'm sorry, but what country has women that are the army? Let's talk about that. Okay. Like what? That's fucking dope as shit. And it's just the whole, that's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to, Vince, I know you love your Spider-Man. I'm not trying to hate on Spider-Man. Okay. I know your love for him. And I let that go because I know you love him, but I'm just saying, like, in general, if you really think about it, like, you literally have the gold and you choose to keep canceling it. For what reason? You know what I'm saying? To give us the same unsaturated stuff that we already, like, it's a similar story retold. And you know what I'm saying? Like Miles, I'm ready for another Miles story. You know what I'm saying? Like that. I mean, there's Spider-Man, but I'm ready for like Miles' Spider-Man. Like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm tired. No offense to Tom Holland, no offense to Spider-Man in general, but like Peter Parker can take a little rest right now because I have so much backlog of Spider-Man I haven't seen because it's just so much. It keeps coming out, and it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like I have other stuff that's more important for me and personally. You know what I'm saying? That I'm like, okay, it's Spider-Man. You know what I'm saying? Like right now, I haven't even seen the series on Disney Plus. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right. Well,
I have no interest, and that's what I'm saying. Like it's another one that just came out, and it's like, okay, and then we're gonna be getting another movie soon, and it's like, where the fuck is Miles? Like, can we?
Well, look, Miles is supposed to be introduced in the next. I mean,
Tom Holland. Because if he's not, I'm gonna fucking boycott Sony because right now.
Tom's on record as saying that he is expecting in the next few Miles Morales movies to either introduce, in the next few Spider-Man movies to either introduce a Jessica Drew or a Miles Morales. I mean, he's basically demanding it. He's basically making it so that if that's not the case, he basically went on record. It was like, yo, I don't want to be the 30-year-old Spider-Man. He has to pass the baton. And there's no better person to pass. There's no better character to pass it to than Miles Morales. Like we all know that. And so I think that you're right. And let's not pretend like they did not already introduce the characters. We've already met Aaron.
When
we met him in Homecoming, he was played by Donald Glover. Aaron Davis.
Thank you.
2018.
What year was that?
2018. Where are we now?
But he was just in Inner Spider-Verse. Like, what do you like? He was also in Across the Spider-Verse. He had a quick cameo.
Marvel Studios didn't make that movie.
No, they didn't. But you saw them introduce the MCU into the Sonyverse, so we have that collaboration. And so I'm just saying, like, the seeds are there. The track is there. The crumbs, the Reese's Pieces, they're there. I don't think that it doesn't mean that.
I need to see a trailer.
That
I need to see a trailer.
Same thing. And
we got
my thing also. Go ahead, Ant. Finish.
We got, like, I was going to piggyback on what you said earlier. Like, we got Spider-Man Homecoming, or no, Spider-Man. What is it called? Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. It changed names like 5 times. We got a Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, Peter Parker.
Years,
we got Tom Holland, Peter Parker. They brought back Andrew Garfield and Tobey Maguire, Peter Parker for a movie.
Well,
I feel like there's another. Oh, we got PS5 Peter Parker.
We got Miles Morales too.
We got him there. We got him there. Hold on. It's 6 to 1. It's 6 to 1. Miles does have a movie too, so that's 6 to 2.
He's got 2 movies.
It's the same character though.
Yes.
It's the same iteration. No, I'm saying like it's the same iteration of the character. So Tom Holland is one iteration.
No. Enter the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse. And then Beyond the Spider-Verse is on the way.
But it's the same Miles Morales, I'm saying. So that's only one Miles Morales that they introduced. So there's only 2 of them in total. So there's the one that appears in the animated films. That's just one Miles Morales. And then they have one Miles Morales in the PS5 video game. They don't have Miles anywhere else. That's the only places we've seen Miles. A version of Miles in the comic book. Right, but with Spider-Man, with Peter Parker, we have Tom Holland, we have Andrew Garfield, we got Tobey Maguire, we got Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, we have the PS5 Sony PlayStation Spider-Man, Peter Parker. I feel like I'm forgetting some, but we've had other iterations of Peter Parker before. Like, how many times are we going to see him get the black suit?
Well, there's multiple. Well, listen, I'm not going to sit there and cape for Peter Parker. I'm a Spider-Man fan in totality. So Miles Morales is Spider-Man. So I am thereby a Miles Morales fan. Me too. So I'm not going to sit there and be like, nah, well, fuck that. We need to keep Peter Parker. I'm like, nah, damn that. Give us Miles Morales. I'm right on with y'all. But what I do think that you did hit me to, because I was really just thinking cinematically, you are 100% right. Like, they even got multiple cartoons coming out about this nigga. And how hard would it be to have a Black Panther cartoon, version,
a Wakanda cartoon, just a cartoon?
Draw the cartoon. Remember when Jill Scott played Storm, and when Jimon Hortenson played T'Challa?
What year was that?
That was a long time ago. I'm not trying to say that they should. I'm just saying that they should build on that, and they can expand. Like, the Wakanda has a whole universe.
They should. Why aren't they?
It should be a whole universe.
Why aren't they? Yes, it should.
I'm just saying everything that they told us that they had scheduled after Wakanda hit box office records, not once but fucking twice. They're like, hey, we're gonna start giving you the projects that you guys want. I'm sorry, that's when Okoye came out and they told us that they were gonna start this project. Now they're like, oh well, we're canceling it. I'm sorry. Oh, and then Miles gonna get pushed back as well. Sorry about that too. And then we do still have the Wakanda, like the going through the different stories of, the different Black Panthers in the past. But when the fuck is that going to come out? Have you heard anything about it? Because I haven't.
I mean, it feels like they were about to. It does kind of feel like they keep putting this now. They're
like, hey,
let me. Well, look,
they're like, hey, viewers, we know we're appealing to a certain kind of broad audience right now, but we're trying to grab the other audiences that we know makes us money. We know they do. We're trying to keep you guys interested. We just don't have it. And I'm sorry, but like they have the writers, they have animated would be super easy. It would cost less money. Voiceover, you can literally use some of the fucking characters from the show and just tell, you know what I'm saying? But no, it's the lack of wanting to share the mantle.
It's a lack of priority.
Wow. Yeah.
I think it's lack of wanting to share the mantle. Obviously, we know what works. And if you think about it, cinema in general they have like a certain plot and how all stories go. If you think about it, all right, we see the main character. Something happens and throws the main character off. Now they have to go on a journey. Stuff happens in the middle of the journey, good or bad. They, overcome whatever, crisis or anything that they need to overcome. And then they grow and become a better person at the end, and everyone's happy and la la la, right? That's the plot that we all show up for and we pay money for if it's done correctly. We have it already, so why can't we just give us new material? I mean, there's so many fucking new writers out there that literally we could just, hey, you're a new writer. I don't have to pay you a shit ton of money, but if you give me some content that people will like read and, enjoy, I mean, I'm sorry, but like all they have to do is literally call Carl Jones, you know what I'm saying? Like, and Love Jones, and they will give them some grade A animation, like head to start to finish. The storyline will fucking make sense. The animation will be fucking so beautiful. It will literally keep us parents, children, teens, everyone interact with it. Like I don't understand why we are not caping on something that is literally so easy as to what's been working, what hasn't been working, because we keep doing what's not working, and obviously we're not making any fucking money. I mean, we are, but not the money we're looking for. That's why these shitty projects keep coming out. I mean, who's really going to show up to watch Snow White again?
Right. I know I ain't. I know the hell I ain't. I'm like, I don't even know why.
And did you see how scary the little dwarves look? They're supposed to be like cute and all, like they look fucking creepy as shit in the trailer, like creepy as shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I have no interest.
I really liked The Huntsman. I thought that was real dope. I don't know why.
Was good.
Like, I know that I don't think that was a Disney thing. Maybe it wasn't, but it was so dope. But I do think that there's so many different layers to the Wakandan approach. Like, I would love to know about old boy with the plate in his lip that always shows up in the meetings and shit.
Yeah, the dude on the council.
What the fuck is your story? When did you decide to just put a whole plate in your lip, homeboy? Now I know that's a custom out there, just like putting all the shit on the body, like Killmonger did. But the fuck, like, give me that origin story. And also, remember all the aunties that was up in there curating the herb and all that shit? What the fuck is a story? You know what I'm saying? Like, also, remember Okoye had a whole relationship. Her and Daniel Kaluuya, they had a whole thing. And she's like, oh, would you leave me for Wakanda, for my country? Yep. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, did they get back together? What, you know what I'm saying? What's going on? Because he didn't show up in Wakanda forever. There's a whole storyline there. Like, there's a lot to discuss within the world of Wakanda, not to mention the fact there's country Wakanda, there's city Wakanda, there's suburban Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's many different
multiple cities in Wakanda. Wakanda is the name of the country. There's multiple cities in Wakanda. Yeah. They're all very different.
It's literally got Star Wars potential where you can have multiple worlds built within the world. But as you have said, they have not capitalized on it. Why? We've proven $1 billion at the box office, more than Avengers at the time. Come on.
Still the highest grossing superhero movie domestically. It made $700 million in just the United States. Just the US, which is an unheard of number. Like, most of the time, films make $1 billion based off of the international box office. They need China, they need South America, they need Europe, they need Africa, they need all these countries to help make that billion. Black Panther made $700 million right here by itself. That is I don't know if that number's been beat yet. Honestly, I don't know if that number's been beat yet.
Yeah, I could have swore that, like, with the Avengers, when they reran it, that the Endgame one supposedly beat it, but they had to like do it in a weird way that made it so that it wasn't really the original numbers. It was like they had to rerun it, and I think Avatar tried to do something like that too. Hold on, I still need to see
maybe Endgame.
Aladdin. I heard that I did a building. Yeah, I think Endgame did. But either way,
the Endgame had 20 years of buildup.
Okay, well, let me ask you this. In all honesty, let's just keep it real.
Yeah.
So we love shows that are made about Black people, by Black people, for Black people, especially when they concern superheroes. All right.
But they don't. A lot of those. So when you say by Black people, for Black people, first off, Marvel is not by Black people technically. It's not a Black-owned company.
Correct. Of course.
Right.
But yet
they are publicly traded. They're the majority. That's run by a board of people. It's head of Marvel Studios. Like maybe there's Black directors and they do end up making Black movies, but this is not like a Black-owned project.
Oh, correct. But just like Black Panther, even though we don't own the company because unfortunately history, slavery, all of that, white supremacy, civil rights, we still get projects like Black Panther that, despite the fact that we're not the main arbiter of the profit margin, we still kind of hold close to the heart because of Ryan Coogler, because of T'Challa and all of that other stuff. And I know. So a project like Moon Girl, right, fits that criterion. We got Lawrence Fishburne. We have a Black cast, a Black writer. We have Black superhero. But viewership is low. And why is that? Now, I blame Disney and Marvel for not promoting it as much. But my question for you is, if the promotion was higher and folks didn't watch it, would we have ourselves to blame at that point? Or is it just that it has to be a certain caliber of hero, a certain caliber of movie for us to be interested? You understand what I'm saying?
No, it's got to be, and this is a tough one because this is going to be subjective. Right, it's got to be good enough.
Okay,
it's got to be good enough, right? So like, I know there's people who don't like superhero movies like that, but they were able to go into Black Panther and find something about that story that had them invested into it, whether it was about what Killmonger was saying about being about the African diaspora, or if it was about what T'Challa was saying about isolationism, if it was about how they had, their views of their world on the outside world, if it opened up Black people's minds as to what could their lives been like had they not been colonized and enslaved. There's so many different ways that it touched into that audience that made it good enough, right? So Moon Girl, I'm not saying wasn't good, but I don't know if it ever touched on those levels of being able to attract that big audience the same way Wakanda did.
Did you watch it?
No. That's why I said I don't know. And you know what? I didn't have anybody really recommending it to me like that. I didn't hear people saying like, yo, but you will like this. I know you don't normally like this, but you will like this. Come check for this. Y'all be doing that with me with Daredevil. I'm like, but I don't hear you. I didn't hear nobody say anything like that to me about Moon Girl.
Oh, okay. Well, we must hadn't met you yet, because we was full-fledged Moon Girl caping in this bitch. Like, yo, everybody need to watch it. Even my daughter, I think, came on here in a Moon Girl outfit, and we was caping for Moon Girl. Now she didn't come in. I'm just playing. But we did dress up like that once. But I would recommend it. But it is an acquired taste because it is a kid's show. You know what I'm saying? Basically. So that's one of the reasons I'm selective about who it is that I recommend it to. But also, a lot of people say a lot of the content that we absorb, that we consume, is quote unquote kid shit. So I tend to not be as judgmental about who it is. At the end of the day, I think we just need some sort of project like they're already doing in the comic books, where Wakanda is the theme, kind of like Gotham is the theme, and Hell's Kitchen, and like they have these cities, Star City, Metropolis. Wakanda is just Tatooine, all of these places are actual characters in these stories, in my opinion. And
whatever reason, they don't want to invest in that market. We know the market is there. We can sit there and argue till our faces blue about all the different ways we would buy it. We want a Black Panther game. We want a Wakanda game. We want open world. We want this. We want that. Disney just canceled Tiana. They was working on this joint for like 4 years. They had a Disney Plus Tiana's series coming out where they were going to continue from The Princess and the Frog. I'm not a girl dad, but I know there's a lot of girl dads out there right now, who would have been excited to be able to take their daughter to go see a Disney princess movie like this or series like this, or just, you know, watch it at home with them. Disney just, for whatever reason, they're backing away from these projects. The only thing I am going to say is that, look, if any of you are anyone near somebody who produces projects, who makes projects, this is an open market. There's money on the table. Disney already did the legwork and invested in putting out a Black Panther movie to let you know how rapturous people are about this type of content. If you want to just grab that money off the table that Disney doesn't seem to want to grab for themselves, put out your content now. If you give us a Black-owned, Black-led world that's good enough, remember, you got to hit the key part, good enough, we will support you. But you got to make sure it's good enough. Don't just be doing Wakanda Light and be getting mad that we don't pop up. Give us a project all your own. It could be in its own world. It could be in its own universe. It could be fully Black, and we are ready to buy that content. There's $1 billion on the table. There's a TV series that just got canceled. I know the next one I'm going to be checking for right now is probably going to be Ianu, which is coming out on Cartoon Network and on Max. But that just opened up the door for them as well. There's money on the table. Lots of it. Lots of it.
Yeah, agreed. Well, speaking of projects that are good enough, I would say that you probably agree that Paradise is a good enough project to garner your attention, right? And I think that they had a season finale this week. But before we get into the season finale, let's holler at the chat right quick, see what NBO fans talk about. Somebody asked in the question where Yaz went. Yaz, where did Yaz go? She went somewhere important to handle some business real quick. But she should be back momentarily, so bear with us. Hopefully that's not too much of an issue. What's Harmony talk about? Okay, that's the discussion. U.S. movies always trying to bend over for the Chinese. Woo! Whoa! Whoa! Rewind. Come through, Harmony. All right, yes, dropping gems in the comments. What's going on? Yeah, white on and do your shit. Antoine is always keeping it 100. Gothic Chica, what's going on with you? It's good to see you as always. Thanks for pulling up. Yes, oh man, we got the movie block, folks. Yes, Paradise Talk is en route. Yes, Yaz is en route as well. We'll definitely clue her in. Yes, Milestone Comics on the shelf. Why is that? Why haven't we seen Icon? Why haven't we seen Static? Why? What's going on with this? Like, when are we going to get the Milestone Comics in? Go ahead.
I'm making it a mission of mine to meet James Gunn and ask him specifically about Milestone Comics.
Yeah,
like it's been on my radar. I'm mad. I missed my opportunity with the Penguin premiere, and I was invited to go to it. I need to meet James Gunn. He's got his own, I guess, tight circle of press that he allows to come around him that I haven't yet been able to get into. Yeah, it's a tight circle. It's tight, but I'm making it my mission to meet James Gunn because, like, I'm almost like a little hesitant to put it out there, but I've been following what the DCU was looking like since it was announced like 2 years ago, since my man got in charge. And one of the things that I've been waiting to see is to see if there's going to be any Black superhero movies, like any of the Black characters, if they're going to get a movie coming out, whether it's Green Lantern, whether it's Mr. Terrific, whether it's anybody, Static Shock. Is he going to put out any Black superhero movies under the new DCU? Because again, there's money on the table when it's good enough. Static Shock has already proven that he's got a crazy supporting audience. That cartoon is still legendary. People show it to their kids today to make sure they understand the importance of having Black superheroes on screen, and because we also have a lack of options. So since there's still money on the table, since this show is still getting pretty good viewership 20 years later, I've been waiting to see if there's going to be any black superhero movies coming out from the DCU. Or if he would at least say something about Black History Month on social media. But so far, I haven't seen any of these things come into fruition. Happy Women's History Month, happy Catter Day, happy, all these other holidays. Catter Day gets social media references all the time. I haven't seen anything about Black History Month in a little while.
What is that?
Yeah,
it's when you enjoy your cats on Saturdays. Happy Catter Day.
I cannot. They have a whole day.
So yeah, again, I've been waiting to see if there's gonna be any black superhero movies coming out under the DCU, because we've seen how much money a black superhero movie can make, both in theaters and on home release.
Okay, I did want to say that if I'm not mistaken, there is a Mr. Fantastic project in the works. I don't know if it's Mr. Terrific. Excuse me, Mr. Terrific project in the works. I don't know the specifics. I know that James Gunn seems to be pretty ecstatic about it. I also think that Mr. Terrific is supposed to be appearing with with Superman in this upcoming Superman release. And in that, I think we're going to start to see what Mr. Terrific, if we can, is actually going to be about. But I don't know if Mr. Terrific is he a Milestone comic, or is he a comic?
Nah, DC.
Right. Yes. Okay. So two different. So you would ask about.
I mean, DC owns Milestone Comics.
Well, they bought Milestone, right? Like Milestone was originally
own Milestone, all the characters, all that stuff. That's if he wants to make a movie out of this stuff, or if he wants to show that's the comic brand that he has access to. That's his comic brand.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm not arguing. I'm just saying, like, I thought that Mr. Terrific was not Milestone? One of the characters. I didn't know if he was a Milestone character, is what I'm saying.
Mm-mm.
I thought he was one of those characters that existed. Like, wasn't he? He was white before, right? Like, didn't they make him?
He's a part of the Justice League. He's a member of like Superman and Batman's universe. Okay,
all right. Well, but your point is black superheroes, period, from DC, of which Milestone is a wealth of of material.
Yes,
is what I think I mean.
Any black superhero that he has access to, whether it's in the main DC universe or if it's in the Milestone universe.
Okay.
Or any other universe that they own.
They missed you, yes. They want to know. But you got a problem with my soundboard, Nolly? Well, that's why you ain't here right now. What you got to say? What you got to say? Go somewhere. That's the wrong answer. Let me say something. Wrong. Sorry, Nolly. That's why. Nah, get it together. We just messing with you, Nolly. They missed you, yes. So your public is happy that you back. So glad that you are.
Multitasking. If you guys haven't, if you guys haven't noticed, does anyone know what room theme I'm in just by looking at this picture? Anybody?
Hold on.
Or we just let me look around this room real quick and see. Does that look familiar? Or what are those? So yeah, I'm half working today, guys, from one of the Airbnbs. I'm in a Back to the Future room. Gabrielle, you guessed it correct. Yes, ma'am.
Hey, well done, Gabby.
This is just one of our many houses that we have. So if you guys are looking to book anything in the Orlando area at all, for a vacation, definitely hit up your girl Yaz. I got you. Don't worry. We have awesome houses. All bedrooms are all themed. The houses are themed. This is just one of the really cool bedrooms. And from every Saturday from now on, I'm going to try and podcast from one of the houses so that you guys can kind of see what I've been working on. It's super fun. It's crazy. And this is a blast from our past. So we appreciate it. And I knew you guys would. So I had to come and stay here.
Hey, they like it. It looks good, guys. Appreciate it. So make sure you all hit up Yas for your travel needs when you're coming to the Central Florida area, especially. She will be available for bookings and things of that sort. Now, let's go ahead and take a couple moments and talk about your show that y'all really like to talk about, which is the one where a guy got really mad that his wife went to Atlanta and wasn't supposed to. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for the way he thought it was. But season finale, I really want to know what y'all thoughts was on this season finale. I would like to do, if y'all down, can we do the face game? Can we do the face game? Can you give me a face that lets me know how you feel about said finale? Can we do that real quick? All right, let's go ahead and do the face game right quick. We're gonna do the face game. Read the face. We need the crowd, the audience. We want y'all to judge what it is that we felt about the finale based on our faces that we're gonna make. We might even use these faces as thumbnails. You never know. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and have the faces come on screen. We're asking right now about which of the about what do we feel about the season finale of Paradise. We'll start with Yaz, we'll move on to Ant, and then we will come back to myself. So let's go ahead and give up Yaz's face. Let's see what she thought, and we're going to let her tell us which comment best suits her feelings about the show. All right, so Yaz's face is ready. Okay, yeah, Yaz has got her face ready. All right, cool. All right, here we go, guys. So tell us what you think Yaz is trying to tell you with her face. And here she is. Oh, that's not you. Here you are. Oh. Whoa. All right. What'd she say, y'all? What'd she say? Okay. All right. When you see the right comment, Yaz, give me the thumbs up. When you see the right comment, I'm going to keep going through. Okay, yeah, giving. Paris, giving. That's not about Yaz. All right. Okay, it says, I'm loving it very much. I don't know. That's not the face I see. All right. What else we got? Comments? What's good? Interesting. Okay, all right. Colorwayne, I like that. Okay, I like yes. Lisa says, yes. Interesting. Okay, loving it very.
Callaway took it. Interested in season 2. Hey! I'm ready. Okay, I'm so ready. I need to see Xavier out in the wilderness. I need to see him saving his wife. I am so fucking ready. Oh my God.
All right, cool. Well, Yaz is really looking forward to season 2. Let's see what our friend Anthony thinks about the show with his face. Let's go ahead and get Ant's face ready. Okay, he's getting it ready over here. I see. All right. The face is coming up, guys.
The finale, or the whole season?
The finale, just the finale, just the finale is all. Just the finale. All right, so face coming up in just a moment here, guys. We are serving face in 3, 2. Anthony, give it. All right. Okay. Okay, all right. Let me know. Give me a thumbs up when you see it. Okay, it says the show was good. Finale was just okay. Okay, we got that. Anthony, you got okay then. All right. Collar Zane says meh. All right. Okay. It's meh. It's meh.
It's meh. It was just okay. It was good finale, but just okay. MPO 624 had it. I was very I wasn't underwhelmed. I was whelmed.
Oh. All right, the whelming is real. All right. Well, there's one more face. Unfortunately, it's mine. I'm sorry. It's the only one I got. So I'll show it to you real quick, and then y'all let me know what y'all think about my dumbass face. Let me go ahead and add a little trap for me, I guess. You know what I'm saying? We'll see what it do. Give me some let's play around. All right, so we'll go ahead and see what my face is, and then y'all tell me, hey. Could y'all help me with the comments? I ain't gonna read them. Y'all read them out for me. All right, help me bro out with the comments. All right. So servant face in 3, 2, 1.
You mean Paradise face?
Oh, that's not your face. Paradise Face in 3, 2, 1.
Oh, okay. Comments. What do you think Vince's face is trying to tell us? Because I mean, I know what he's saying. Do y'all know what he's saying right now? Vince equals. Lisa says Vince equals what? That's it. That's it. Okay. Only morale. Mid. Laugh my ass off. Yup. Definitely. Gabrielle blank. Oh dang. The Metatron is saying trash. Okay. Fernando says not feeling it. All right, Callaway, really, y'all? Okay, Callaway, Callaway did it. Yo, he got
Really,
my in-ears today.
Yes,
He got my in-ears.
yes,
Oh,
Callaway. That's the one right there. Really? Yeah, now it would be a close second though. Yeah, now it would be a close second. And it's not. Y'all tell me if I'm way off base here. The series is phenomenal.
That was good. That was good.
Phenomenal. But for some strange reason, the series seems to have peaked at the last episode. Were you all expecting that last episode energy to kind of spill into this episode?
Yes.
And
that should have been the finale. The last episode.
Finale. Yeah.
Literally. I mean, we don't need falling action. I do like a lot of the stuff that happened. I love they got that this crazy bitch has to play her Wii. That was my favorite part.
Yo, that was fucking nuts, dude. Should have just gave me the Wii.
And
I told you that bitch was psycho.
But I don't know. Like, is she? What I don't understand is she serious?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it really a Wii?
Yeah.
She shot her in the lungs. This bitch is grasping for air, and she's like, "You should have just gave me the Wii." That's a villain right there, my nigga. That's a villain.
Yeah, she's a bit. Whoa. I wasn't ready, honestly, because for whatever reason, even when old boy was still around, I thought that Wii was code for something. I still feel like it is.
No, you don't remember seeing her play it?
Yeah, they were.
At the end, they showed her playing it.
Oh, they did.
With the Nintendo Wii,
She was playing tennis in her house. She was like this. She was like.
No, this chick did not kill this chick because of the Wii, bro. No, that did not happen. No, bro.
Time out. Let's be serious. She killed her man for the Wii. It didn't get her the Wii. Then she was like, okay, fine. I'm gonna fucking kill this bitch and take the Wii. Should've just gave me the Wii, bitch.
Yo, but the way she bucked up and she's like, take care of it. She's like, all right, I'll tell you what. I'll do it, but I want the Wii. Are you fucking serious? Excuse me, bitch. Okay. I'm gonna take her of it. And then she didn't just go in and like fuck her up. She completely fucked her over. She said she took care of it. Had her thinking that old boy daughter was all fucked up. She walking around with confidence, like, yeah, my girl done took care. Look, I'm sorry. Now, I don't know if it's confidence or fear, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I told you not to do it. She done got her all shook and shit. And now she walk up in there, she like, oh, don't worry. Your daughter, she's fine. Yeah, they're back at the house. They're good. You're good. It's like, the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Flipped it. Sinatra, who? That's life. And yeah, bro, that was my favorite part. I'm gonna keep it real. Other than that, though, I mean, I'm all right. Here's where I gotta keep it real. I was disappointed in the story.
Why?
I was disappointed in the story being whittled down to a deranged, disgruntled person. I was hoping it'd be a little bit more complex than that.
No. Wait. Who's the deranged? You talking about Sinatra?
No, the white
person
dude
who
that
took out the president.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, I mean, but if you think about it, though, he's not deranged or anything like that. He literally was working on the fucking plant when it was being built. Okay, let's dive into why this motherfucker went into did everything that he did to try and save the man that he loved. Do you not remember that little story between him and the guy that he worked with, Adam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody in the world was going through shit though.
Correct, but nobody. Think about this though. We were all going through our at-home problems. We weren't going through, oh, the world's going to be ending soon. We didn't even know about what was happening because it was 12 years before the ending of the world happened when they were brought to this place to build what they thought was going to be an aquifer or whatever the fuck that they were told it was going to be that they were building. You know what I'm saying? Inside of the mountain. But then they come to find out, well, what's actually going on here? Because we're using certain metals that you're asking me if years later, will this be safe for human civilization to thrive? But you're not worried about the people who are working on it right now. Like, you understand it's killing us. Right. We're dying. You're watching us die, but you're still not making things safe for us to go back to work or stopping the work that's being done that's killing the people that you're killing. So that guy was the plant manager. So he was watching his people die and get sick. And he told the head engineer, which was the dude who built the whole silo and thing, he told him, yo, this shit is killing us. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay. His response was more like, shit, they figured out that we're using stuff that could kill them right now. And they're not going to make it for when to see this project complete, technically speaking, which, I mean, if you really think about it, Sinatra and that guy orchestrated the first, technically speaking, you know what I'm saying? Like they serial killed all those people, if you really think about it. And they did it knowing, like, they knew what was going on with what they were building and what, like, the chemicals that were inside this, and they still let them. And his response is, oh, hey, next day you're fired. But don't worry, we'll make the guys wear a mask and stuff, but you're fired. Yeah. Don't look into this shit because these people that we work for, they're fucking rich and powerful and they can do some crazy shit. So just forget about it. Basically, is what he was fucking told. Forget about it. Forget about all your friends and your family that you know, the people that you care about that work with you that are dying. You're watching them die and you know why they're dying, but you're not allowed to say anything. You're not allowed because they signed NDAs. So, I mean, just he can't disclose that stuff. But also, you know, watch out if you try to talk about it out loud. So what did that guy come up with? A plot to make a 3D gun to go on to where the president was having an announcement and try and take him out. Obviously, it didn't work. But my whole question was, this man still was in jail for years, got out because the whole world went to shit, basically, and was being bombed and nuked. Everybody was fucking going against each other and trying to, you know, figure out what's happening next and, you know, get what resources we can. The prisoners escaped. He so happened to be in Colorado. Like, what are the fucking chances of that shit? Like,
is that true?
Yes, his prison was in Colorado. Like, what the fuck are the chances of that shit? Like, he didn't even have to travel far. He just had to figure out how to get, and he already knew how to get there. He worked there. Remember, that place was hidden in a fucking mountain. So unless you knew how to fucking get there, you're not gonna fucking get into that bitch. That is why when he was traveling down, and it shows you it shows you his whole like fucking journey too, which was like deep as fuck. This man literally escaped from prison, okay, started walking down, trying to get his way to the fucking back to the plant, back to the silo, all right, to fucking basically sneak in so he can complete his task of taking out the fucking corrupt president who for 12 fucking years didn't tell nobody this shit was going down, but they were building a fucking silo to save only 25,000 people. What the fuck? So, I mean, if you really think about it, he literally was like the whole reason in why this story was so fucking important. His journey led him to find this couple that had little wristwatches. He knew that you had to have some kind of security to get in because he helped build the shit. You see what I'm saying? So he knew how everything kind of worked. So he knew that he had to take out that couple, steal their fucking wristbands, which he did. Then he found that girl crying in her car, eating junk food, you know what I'm saying? Having a complete party while the world is going to shit and enjoying what little bit of her life, not feeling like shit that she wanted to do. That's what she wanted to do at the end of the world, is eat junk food in her car, smoke cigarettes, not feel like fucking shit. And he stumbled upon her and said, you just may be the luckiest person in the world. You're at the right place at the right fucking time. Well, guess what? He takes her to the fucking diner and they live out 3 years in this utopia that basically no one knows who the fuck really they are. He's a librarian. He gets comfortable. He starts, like basically living his life, kind of forgetting about all the trauma that happened above and before he got to basically this Elysium. And guess what happens on this random fucking day of him just normally doing his librarian job? The fucking president walks in, the man he's been trying to kill in his past, just walks on in his fucking bathrobe's like, hey, I want to make a mixtape. How do I do that? Where do I do that? Where do I go? With the whole secret story. And he's like, upstairs. If you go upstairs, you can, we have all the technology and all the songs dated back from this. And do you need help? Let me show you. I got it. I'm the president. So president walks off and he's like, whoa, I'm closer to this motherfucker than I was when I was up top. And they ain't got no guns. Who the fuck's gonna shoot me? So I'm gonna kill his ass. And guess what? He completes his journey. And that is how you execute a plan properly and get it done. You know how they say, you want shit done? Do it your damn self. That man is the epitome of that sentence. Because, I'm sorry, how you gonna fake a whole life, a wife, and then, oh, by the way, I just took this, like, what the fuck was that thing he used? Like, it was a statue from the fucking library, but well, what the fuck was it? Because he beat the shit out of the president with that shit. Like,
yeah, what was
and
it?
then I'm sorry, but that first swing, that shit had me mad.
Sorry, go ahead. The first swing had you mad?
Yeah, that first swing had me mad as fuck. When he swung at Cal, that first swing, because, we saw Cal went down, but we're like, is he going to swing at him again? You know what I'm saying? And then he went and sat on the couch and was like, I just fucking attacked the president, yo. Holy shit. And then the president's like, and he's like, ah! 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 And then we found out the tablet is gone because Cal kind of threw it over on the first hit,
But the president, how the president was acting again?
The president. Okay, after he got hit, you ready for this? Okay, so
what he did.
You ready for this? He said, and then he was like,
Yo.
And then Duke came back and he was like, and then the president was just like laying his own blood. What I'm saying?
Wow.
Damn.
Yeah. It was fucking nuts to butts. That's all I'm saying.
Nuts to butts. Yo, the Yaz shit is always you need your own show. It's like I've been trying to tell you, that shit is hilarious. Yo, but all right, I heard everything you said, and evidently we're gonna do a lot more of this, and we might not get too deep into Invincible. I think there's still a few more
one more episode.
One more episode of Invincible, so we could delve into the Invincible a little bit more next week if you want. But since there was a finale this week, but the issue I have isn't as much with just the character, although I did think that was, I mean, yeah, it's a decent backstory, but we just had, how many was it? 8 episodes? 9 episodes?
It was 8 episodes.
8 episodes. And then we get all this story in the first half of the last episode. It just feels like there could have been a little bit more complexity to the story. I would have preferred it maybe have been somebody internal, somebody we didn't know, somebody we never would have suspected, to introduce a completely new concept, a new storyline, new plot line, new all of this. It just
But he wasn't new. He'd been there the whole time. He was hiding in plain sight.
Literally, that's why it was so good, Vince. What the fuck? Like,
he was there the whole time.
And no one knew about it until that day when they were like, we need to look back at the day we came in. You know what I'm saying? And if you think about it too, it didn't take them that long to figure out once they, you know what I'm saying? Because she interviewed and like her team interviewed that whole, you know what I'm saying, staff. So she was that key. Like the therapist lady was the key into finding out who was missing and all of that. but her head was
I
up
think-
Sinatra's ass trying to save her from being a monster, that she wasn't even thinking about all the variables of like, wait a minute, Maggie can't eat this cheese fry shit. And this bitch introduced me to this cheese fry shit. You see what I'm saying? Like it was like, ding.
Wait. Say that again. Wait.
Okay, so the wife of this man, this man, the librarian guy, the one that portrayed to be his wife, Maggie, her actual person that was murdered by him, she's allergic to like reprocessed cheese and dairy and stuff like that. So she can't eat.
Her actual person that was murdered by him.
Actual person. That's how they literally figured
Remember
out
he stole people's identities to get into the cave.
That's literally how they figured it out, was
They
because
showed
were like,
him walking those people to the desert.
Oh yeah, that's okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, all right. I know what you're talking about.
Stole their
The guy on his
identities.
profile, the guy he's supposed to be, he wasn't supposed to be able to eat that type of food.
Yes. When he was like, hey,
No, the woman wasn't supposed to eat that kind of food.
correct. So there's the couple that he met in the desert when he was in the security officer outfit, and he was like, oh, let me lead you to a secret path to the silo. You remember that?
Yes, I remember that.
Okay, so when he killed them and he stole their wristwatches, the lady of that couple, she's allergic to like processed, like refined dairy, cheese, whatever the fuck. She's allergic to some of that shit, okay? Like how it's made. So she can't eat any of like the cheese fries that they sell at that diner that the lady who portrayed to be his wife that would give the cheese fries to the therapist every time she came, and she's like, these are the best cheese fries. And then she was always licking her fingers at, I'm like she took a fry. Like what waitress took a
because the cheese, they don't have actual cheese. The cheese that they have are made from nuts.
Peanut. Yeah.
It's fake cheese.
Yeah. So she was like,
she's talking about the lady that was in the restaurant.
Yeah. So that lady doesn't have the allergy, but her character that she was portraying as does have a peanut allergy. So she could not eat the cheese that she was eating all day, every day at the diner, that the therapist lady kept coming back to her to have cheese fries. Remember, she introduced, like, she was the one who brought the cheese fries to the table for Xavier and the therapist to try together. And he was like, yeah, they're not that good. Remember that? She can't eat that shit. You see what I'm saying?
Okay. So she was working with old boy. Correct. But because I remember she was like, when she got caught, she was like, yeah,
she was like, man, I
put up no fight.
She said he made me do it.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Remember, she was the girl that was sitting in front of the gas station that was smoking and eating junk food. Yep. He had her steal the wife's identity because he couldn't sneak in by himself. They were reserved to come in as a couple.
Correct.
So he needed to make sure he came with a woman. So he grabbed her, had her pretend to be his wife, and they snuck in under these false identities.
And then remember, when they got to the gate, the lady at the gate asked them, she said, hey, what happened to your wristbands? Did they get cut off or something? Did they get damaged? He said, and then he started freaking out so that way they could get pushed through.
To cause a distraction,
Correct.
Which is terrible security protocol, by the way. Like anybody should know. Like that's all you gotta do. Yeah.
I think it was a good finale. I just think it was a tough job for it to follow after episode 7. I think they could have given us some of this as episode 7 and like all the flashback stuff as the finale, and then just end it with Xavier hearing his wife's voice on the phone.
Yeah, that was nuts.
I will say that this does happen from time to time where they try to put the second to like the penultimate episode, I suppose, is like one of the dopest ones, but in this one it was such a different vibe. You know what I mean? I don't know, it threw me off a little bit, I suppose, but I didn't hate it. I just was like, all right, I guess it's over.
I'm hyped for season 2 because it seems like it's gonna be a completely different show.
That's what I was about to ask. Like, what are we thinking? Because for me, I'm thinking season 2 is going to be some old Book of Eli. You know what I mean? He's all fighting people in the he's out in the world where it's a snow-filled world, and he's dealing with different groups, and he goes Walking Dead a little bit. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm seeing in season 2, with them still keeping the drama of back home, with the kids and whatnot. So yeah, I think that might be what it is.
Army said the creator of the show already has 3 seasons set up. I'm so ready. Like, no lie. If they do season 2 with basically him going on this journey to find his wife, I'm down for it because I want to see like one. I mean, they already specify that there's like communities now out there with people. So I want to see if the communities are different or some more, I guess, ravenous than others. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, like, there are no resources anymore. There's no television. There's no lights. Like all that shit has been like, we're back into caveman system, literally. And think about nowadays, if that happened to us now, what the collapse would be inevitable. It would be fucking horrible. So I'm so intrigued to see season 2 and this journey that Xavier is about to go on and to find his wife and like who comes back with him, or you know what I'm saying, like what do we find? Like, is our next president out there? You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, the vice president, obviously he ain't gonna be doing his job for long, because I mean, he's like he can't even hold papers without dropping them. So you know, like there's just so much going on, and it's gonna be interesting to see Sinatra's recovery and where this, like, her next steps are, because I mean, if you think about it, she's gonna have a long time to recover, and what plotting is she going to be doing while she's recovering? Because 1, Jane fucked her over. 2, Xavier made her look like a little bitch in front of everybody, like literally everybody. She shut down the fucking silo just because she couldn't stop him. So, and Jeremy is telling all the government secrets on Daddy's tablet to the whole motherfucking city. So I'm excited to see where Jeremy's, you know, like where this leads him. Is he going to be our next president, Cal? Like I'm excited to see, because of the message that his dad left him. Where, like, you know, you want to see change, it's got to start with you, my friends. You have to be the one to do it. So I'm excited to see what the fuck is going to happen in the silo now that Sinatra is not, you know, at the helm of the controls anymore. And like, you know, are we going to be more peaceful? And is her return going to be like diabolical as fuck? Or is it going to be a smooth transition back? So I don't know. I got a lot of questions.
2 things I want to mention that I thought were badass, and we got to wrap up. My dog shot the shit out them 2 motherfuckers. Uh-oh. Did I freeze? Oh, man, did I freeze? Man, what the fuck, bro? I was finna say something dope, man. You know, okay, I'm about to cut you out, computer. Goddamn, I paid the for this shit, man. When old boy shot the shit out them 2 white boys around old girl. Doop, doop.
Yeah.
What did you do? You know what I'm saying? That shit was hardcore. And when old boy fell through the whole sky,
yo,
because I'm free, free falling, fell through the whole sky. Yeah,
I just want to know, how are they going to patch that up?
I don't think they are, but it's funny. This has been a theme. Daredevil motherfuckers is falling from the sky. Next thing you know, the motherfucker ain't got damn it. I mean, in Paradise is falling from the sky. So that's what it is, man. So we got to talk on that. Well, listen, man, we are coming towards the end. Man, we only got a couple more minutes left, but we did not get a chance to chat Invincible this week. We got to chat Invincible, so don't go nowhere. We're gonna do this thing same bat time, same bat channel next week, live and direct right here. But also tune in this upcoming Monday. The homie Anthony will be live and direct from the movie blog. If you haven't already subscribed, make sure you subscribe right there. It's on your screen. So go ahead and make sure you jump on through. Bring your friends too. And I think that's what we're going to up on that. We're talking a stupid ass show that they be watching. You know what I'm saying? But it's all good. I'm just playing. This show ain't stupid. It's
I'm
not
trying to find
bad.
a building I can run around in, like that looks like that place, because I'm like, I'm ready. I'm ready.
I know one on I-4 in Altamont.
Yeah, but can we even get into that building? Let's be serious, okay? Like, no one works in that building. It's just sitting there. So, you know?
It's crazy. Yeah.
That was good, though.
Everybody, oh yeah, man. I can't wait to talk to Invincible. So pull up next week, the season finale of that. And there's some other things popping, as well as an additional episode of Daredevil. So make sure y'all be in the building. And as we always say, make sure you be in your authentic self. Because if you ain't being yourself, you're being fake. And in all things, if you a geek, go ahead. Let that geek fly. Hey, if you ain't hit subscribe, why? You don't want us to grow? You know what I'm saying? What's that? We got kids to feed, some of us. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, hit that subscribe. Go ahead, like, share, and pull back on up next week. We'll see. Appreciate it.
Listen up. New blood. Oh, hold on. Can I do it again? Hey, Check out New Blurred Order. They're a whole vibe. It's the newest thing on the. Sorry, let me try that again. I'm so sorry. Hey, shout out to New Blurred Order. They're a whole vibe. The funniest people, the friendliest people, and also the nerdiest people you ever see. And they're black. Check them out.